So Tuesday night was very scary. I was actually going to the restroom outside of the encampment when the violence really began to escalate, and I heard from the encampment everybody screaming, "They got in! Help! Help! Help!" And keep in mind, these are things that we hear constantly, that we had been hearing constantly since we basically set up the encampment, because um, agitators, counter protesters had been trying to breach the encampment since day one. And, our protocol is just try and refrain from engaging, just secure our barriers, make sure that everybody remains safe and calm. But when they were screaming for help, that's when my friends and I ran back into the encampment. And suddenly I see so many people on the front line dropping to their hands and knees, putting their hands over their eyes and screaming in pain. And that's when I realized that they were pepper spraying us. So it was these mobs of violent people supporting Israel's genocide who had escalated their harassment to full-blown violence, violent attacks on us. And they pepper sprayed us, bear maced us. They threw bricks, metal pipes, took the wood off of the barricade and tossed it back over. And then they started chucking fireworks at us, as you could see in this footage.
Right.
I actually watched these fireworks come over the encampment and explode. And it was quite terrifying. There were multiple burn victims. Over 100 people were pepper sprayed or maced. 25 people were hospitalized. And the violence went on for several hours as people screamed for help from the campus security, who stood idly on the sidelines and just watched. They completely ignored everybody as they screamed for, and the police had, unfortunately, protesters within the encampment had to resort to calling 911 because we needed paramedics, and they didn't come.